So, admittedly, I started this match as kind of a joke. I wanted to see how good a Shinobi would be on a J. I'm willing to say it right now, and this is going to be reflected whenever I do a tier list next. Shinobi, like Rogue Shinobi, is the best common epic rare that is a damage dealer. Where most common epics and rares don't have increasing damage, and that's why they fall off. Like, they don't have a mechanic where their damage increases over a percentage of time, like a Blooming Dash Blade Dancer, like all of the best cards, Inquisitor, Light Inquisitor, Dark Inquisitor, what's it called, Riding Hood, Demon Hunter. They all have a mechanic where you do something and then you get a percentage bonus over the course of time. So in a game where the enemy units are increasing health over time, you can race that. And so Shinobi isn't one of those units, but the thing that it does is that the damage bonus is random and ranges from 1 to your critical damage value. So as your crit grows, the damage of your Rogue Shinobi will grow as well. These are my talents: Vigor, Giant Spikes, Double Blow, and then Shinobi. And essentially my entire goal is to just get Shinobis on to tiles. And the only reason why I'm running Portal Keeper is to so I can Harley Quinn different rogues so that I can get the potential for more Shinobis. Your Shinobi chance is incredibly low, and that's why I've never really ever suggested that you ever build a deck around it. I'm now willing to say that if you have reasonable crit, and you're like a free-to-play player, and you have commons, epics, and rares, I feel like Shinobi on a J tile is really good. This is obviously with Crackshot, so you have to have a level 10 J, but I think that J is a worthwhile hero to invest in. I think that if you have a counter spell on a Forest faction, if you have a Forest faction and then you have counter spell, there's a lot of things that you need to make this deck work, but I just happen to have it, and I think I got to triple bosses. This was just a jokey thing to me that I was just testing out, and I really didn't expect to beat a max cultist deck. He has like 2,000 crit less than me. He has a level 2 gadget. There's reasons that you can give to like why he lost. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I think that Rogue Shinobi is just, it's one of my favorite units to use now. My favorite, like, of the bad units, of, like, the common epic rare units that most people don't use as main damage DPS units. A lot of people, like, when Crystalmancer came out, like, a lot of people wanted to run Crystalmancer decks. I don't think it's good. I honestly think that Shinobi is very, very good. It's like, it's not even just a jokey deck anymore to me. I think that it's very good. And essentially, like, I just needed to, because it's so hard to get Shinobis in the first place, let alone get them onto tiles. You can't just summon in. You have to move them onto a tile. Like, you have to just keep, like, you don't get them to, like, a good enough rate of them in order to just luck into dropping them onto a tile. That would be great. If you could just, you know, like, luck them onto a tile, and not move them with a Portal Keeper, that would be, like, ideal. And then you could take out Portal Keeper, put in something else, like a Knight Statue would probably be good, or a Witch, if you have, like, a high-level Witch. But like, as an easy way to do this, I think that Portal Keeper works really well, because then you can just keep harlequinning all of your regular rogues until you get a Shinobi. I do like that opening. I didn't even talk about any of it. I was just not getting a Shinobi, and all I wanted was the one, and I was getting super greedy. I was just trying to, like, merge some of my Dryads together, so that I could just have more summon in spaces, and then I finally got it, and then I just auto upgraded that guy to a 5. I do luck out into a merge really late game. I had two like level 4 somethings, and I merged into a level 5 Shinobi. Not a rogue, a level 5 Shinobi. And so that was really cool. But yeah, like, I don't know. I think it's really good. I ironically like got rid of all my portal keepers at this point, so I needed to summon in to get a portal keeper so I could move that Shinobi onto a tile. The counter spell on my crit bow is incredibly important. I have no other way of getting rid of debuffs, and that will happen on that middle level 5 Shinobi later in the game, and it takes forever to get that thing off. So I don't think I would have survived too far past triple bosses where the cultist deck, I think he took like a warlock, like a center warlock, and then just like surrendered. I think that's what ended up happening. It just went on. This game just went on for way longer than I thought. And this guy was giving me like, I think he gave me like a oops emoji when he said oops when I just wasn't drawing a Shinobi, and I had like just a bunch of dryads in that beginning. And then as a final emoji, when he lost, he gave me the laughing emoji, which I thought was funny. Like, oh wow, I just died. I just died to Rogue. Because this is one of those decks that even if people see your crit level, they probably won't auto get away from. They won't auto surrender because your DPS unit is a rogue, and that's another thing that I like about this deck. Like when I'm trying to keep my trophies low, which apparently might not matter anymore. But when I try to keep my trophies low, and I don't want people to auto surrender, and I don't want to just like throw a jokey deck together. This is my jokey deck that I can actually play as a regular deck and then complete like challenges. Like get 5 level 3s, just the random challenges, like kill like 5 tribunals or something, and then you never get tribunals. I don't think I have a specific reason for growth tiles. I'm not going to use them. I mean, I can use them, but I'm more concentrating on getting... In this beginning part of this game, I was more concentrating on getting the Shinobis onto J tiles. I was merging on growth tiles in the case that it gets to like really late game and I have another Shinobi. You just don't get them very often. And that was always my problem with them. But I was like, you know what? I think they're good. I think they're pretty good. I think they're good enough. See, like right here. Like right here, I would think that I'd start dying. Like I'm already like not dealing enough damage to a 270,000 wave. But obviously, I get to triple bosses. Like this all works out. I don't know. Like, if you can get enough Shinobis, it's really good. Yeah, that 4 even goes to a 3. I don't remember what happens. I just remember lucking into a 5. I think it must be this. It must be that I get another level 4 not Shinobi, and I just merge it, and it becomes a level 5 Shinobi. I think that must be what happened. Oh, it's right here. It's right here. Boom! that was like the best luck. I will admit that was just complete luck. That like the amount of luck required on that is insane. onto a growth tile. Like, that's crazy. Like, play a game. Play a game and, like, Harlequin a bunch of rogues. You will get a bunch of rogues and you still won't get a Shinobi. So, like, me lucking into merging 2 level 4s onto, to make it a level 5 Shinobi onto a tile is insane. Yeah, there's the Dark Priest right there. And that takes forever to go away. I only have the 1 counterspell too. And I have double abundance. Oh, that's why I'm running growth tile. Because I can have the double abundance on my 2 level 5s. Which is why my goal was to get those to level 5s. And, like, you have the time, because, again, Shinobis are just so hard to get. You have the time to, like, grow your Shinobis to level 5s to get the abundance. Yeah, so I'm running double abundance. The crit bonus right now is I have 2 units. It's the rogue and the dryad, so I'm getting a crit bonus. And then the J tile. Like, there's a lot of factors here. Now I have 2 things with the Dark Priest. This is not great. I'm also virused. I have 2 units on Dark Priest, and I'm also being virused right now. I was pretty sure I was going to die here. I was like, this is clearly where I die. And then I thought to... because I was like, I have Portal Keepers. What am I doing? I can literally just level up to a level 3 Portal Keeper and then remove the debuff. Which is another reason for Portal Keeper, theoretically. I mean, if it's there... Look at this. Like, if this was like a Bedlam or some problematic boss, I would have just died right here. But it just shreds through. It just shreds through bosses. Like, it does so much damage. I have all the boss talents. So the reason why I do, like, terribly against waves is because I structured this towards bosses. I finally got the Dark Priest debuff away. Now I just have 4 level... 4... do I have 5? I have 5. I have 6. I have 6 Shinobis. This is the screenshot. I think this is the screenshot. I mean, as soon as that goes away. That's the screenshot. This is insane. Look at this damage. Yeah. And then he just, like, surrendered. But yeah, I think it's good. Double abundance. I have the counterspell on my crit bow. It's a level 20J. Like, there's a lot of factors in here like, you're not gonna just be able to build this deck and then get to triple bosses. I have 4,227 crit, max rogue, max enchant sword. But I don't know. I think it's a really fun card that scales as well as you scale in this game.